Back is Good News Broadcast. Speaking of Bryan Fryklund. Oh, God. Brian, how do I say your last name?
Fryklund.
That's what I said. What do you mean Fryklund? Are you sure? Boy, I'm having a hard time. I spelled your name B-R-I-A-N, right? And I was corrected here. That is B-R-Y-A-N. But, you know, you can make a Y out of an I very easily.
Ah, I suppose that's true.
It's made my little day here. Obviously, I'm a lonely guy and don't have much going on. That's why I play golf. No, just kidding. So, usually when I play golf, I just hit hole-in-ones. Does anybody ever do anything else than that?
Wow.
Yeah, I hit hole-in-ones.
That's pretty much what you do, yeah. That's pretty standard.
And always when I play in Hawaii. Every single time. I fly in, I play hole-in-one, hole-in-one. Then I come back to New York, you know, then back out there to play. So you wrote a book, The Golf Fanatic. Are you a golf fanatic?
Yes, sir.
A guide to Hawaii. Okay. There's a foreword by Ernie Els, E-L-S. I think he's a good golfer, that guy.
Yeah, you know, he's a PGA Tour star.
Superstar. And then you got a lot of other people. Look at this. Robert Trent Jones here, the golf course architect. All right. Has said some nice things. So what is it about? You know, I think 25 million people go to Hawaii every year to holiday. So tell us about Hawaii and how you were able to arrange with a publisher to actually go down there, make a book, and goof off for this amount of time. I figured you out real quick.
Hey, man, it was a lot of hard, difficult work.
Come on, Brian, you're talking to me.
It was blood, sweat, and tears the whole way.
Okay, tell us about the book.
All right. I was living in Hawaii.
Okay.
I had just written another book, a general guidebook to the Big Island of Hawaii.
Uh-huh.
And we wanted to do something different. You know, something. There are so many other guidebooks, you know, that just talk that are focused on, you know, just the general sort of tourist trade, and we wanted to do something more specific. And being a golf fanatic, that was an easy choice for me, and I was lucky enough to, you know, to get it turned into an actual project.
All right, these are fanatic guides, in fact. That's the name on the book. All right, we're into fanaticism here. But now let's talk about golf on Hawaii. I have been in Hawaii, but I never played golf there because I don't want everybody to feel so bad about their game. Tell us about the courses.
You know, probably the most interesting thing about golf in Hawaii is its diversity. You obviously have, you know, all the beach and ocean courses. That's the first thing people think of. But you also have these incredible rainforest and jungle courses. You have mountain courses. You have courses on the side of volcanoes. You have forest courses, and then of course you have all the lava rock courses on the Kona coast of the Big Island. So that's just not something you find in any other state in the country.
Do they have any driving ranges that, you know, like in one of those volcanoes, they have the big hole there and you get it in there and that's a hole-in-one?
I don't think I've seen that, but that sounds like a pretty good idea. It sounds like something they do in, like, Japan or something.
I think I got a new business for somebody in Hawaii. Well, half of Hawaii is Japanese, isn't it? I believe so. Something like that almost.
Yeah.
A lot of Japanese immigrants in Hawaii. We've actually went down there because we were involved with Asian marketing there. Ah. But let's talk about, because this is Father's Day, and something about golf. People love it, or people want to take their club and break it in half. What is it about golf that you think is a turn-on? Or what is it a turn-on for you?
Well, God, at this point, I've sort of bought into it so much I don't reflect too much on what sort of keeps me in it.
Okay.
You know, I think it's a thin line between being a golf enthusiast and a complete golf fanatic, and it sort of happens one day when you have your first really sweet shot, and it just starts to seem like, hey, you might be able to someday make all your shots like that, and it's that hope, that dream that you know, you'll be able to actually be really good at this someday. That keeps a lot of people coming back to it.
And how about the mindset of the sport? Because it seems that so many people talk about it's the brain game. Holding on.
Yeah, they say it's like 90% mental, but I think that's probably when you're sort of at the highest levels of the game, because essentially it is a physical game, and you're really only going to do well if you have some of your swing fundamentals sort of put together in the right way. Beyond that, I understand why people say that. You see these guys playing for millions of dollars, and all this incredible pressure. And if they don't have their brains in the game, you see them fall away. That's why Tiger Woods is so amazing, because he's the one guy who never flinches. He's the one guy who never melts. And all these other people sort of seem to wilt in his presence, and that's pretty amazing.
It's a little bit of an expensive sport. Is there ways to get affordable equipment and gear and stuff like that?
Yeah, absolutely. One of my favorite ways is, in fact, I get most of my equipment off of eBay. There are these guys who always need to have the latest and greatest, and just a few months down the line, they're buying something else, and they need to get rid of their $400 driver, and they put it on eBay where you can pick it up for a quarter of the price, and that's a pretty good deal.
So would you suggest, in my case, all right, I have my father's golf clubs, okay, so we're looking about, 60 years old, okay? Actually, behind me, I have my uncle's wood shaft golf clubs.
Wow.
Huh? These are probably worth a little bit of, definitely sentimentality. Can you play with wood golf? I mean, you'll just break them, right, at this point?
Yeah, I would not play with them.
Uh-huh.
I would, save them, or have them like restored, and you could sell them. I would imagine.
Yeah, I'm holding on. They're good. They're in good shape.
Great.
So, how about golf tips? You have any thoughts in that regard that you want to share with our audience? Well, there's 10. You have 10 golf tips?
Well, yeah. What I did is for people who aren't going to be able to get that a gift this year, I compiled 10 golf tips and stuck it on the publisher's website. And you can go to the website and download it in a PDF and print it out and cut it and stick it in a card. And yeah, it's just a bunch of tips to remind Dad to keep his head down and keep his eye on the ball, essentially.
Oh, beautiful. All right. So that's at the hottubpublishing.com?
That's right.
Oh, I'm going to send this to my son's dad, my daughter's husbands. They're golfers. They're golfers, and I know a lot of golfers. I somehow am a tennis player, and I don't know why I can't switch over to this golf thing. Why is that? What do you think is my problem?
I don't know, but it's like it's kind of like a drug, So if you never try it, you'll never become addicted, and maybe that's okay.
Actually, I played a lot. I used to caddy
wow.
Up at the Rockefeller Stadium, and they had beautiful food at the end of that whole thing. And I've caddied a lot, but the problem is I can't see the ball. Do you got any secrets that they had to do their own seeing the ball? I couldn't be responsible that well. I have light-sensitive eyes. Do you have any suggestions in that regard?
Well, I would suggest possibly some fine eyewear might be helpful. But, the other thing is that you should just get a caddy yourself who can find it.
Oh, right. That's brilliant. I never would think of something like that. That's fantastic. Oh, no, wait a second. Fantastic guides. I'm having a good time here. Thank you. I hope you don't mind. All right. So listen, everyone. This book is quite cool. You have Maui, and then you have go over. You hit almost all the golf courses. I mean, it seems like a lot of golf courses there. And then the Big Island and Oahu. How do you say that? Is that where let's see, the main island is not where Waikiki Beach.
Right. That's Oahu. Yeah.
Oahu, right? That's where it is.
Which course are you talking about?
No, I'm just saying the area. Oahu is where the famous beach is.
Mm-hmm. Waikiki, Honolulu,
right.
North Shore.
Right. Okay.
Surf. Yep.
Beautiful. And then you have lists of hotels. It's a gorgeous book. Great. Congratulations to your photographer. He took some beautiful. Let's shoot the photos. Jen Reeder.
Yep. She did a great job.
Beautiful photos here. All right. And it's a great website as well. I'm looking. The top 50 courses, over 400 original color photos. Really pretty stuff. And the other thing that you'd like to share with our audience, Brian?
I'd say Father's Day is a great time to take an opportunity to spend some time with your dad. Even if you can't get him a gift, take him golfing, or failing that, the the final day of the U.S. Open is always on Father's Day. So if your dad's a golf fanatic, and he'd probably love to sit down and watch the final round of the U.S. Open, and probably watch Tiger pick up his 15th major win.
That's a very good suggestion as well. Where is the U.S. Open being played?
Oh man, I can't believe you even need to ask. It's on Long Island this year.
I know. So I think they call that black or something over there. Black.
Yes, Bethpage Black.
Yeah. So the last question is, what's good news for you? What's good news for Brian?
Good news for me. I would say a well-struck drive down the center of the fairway, and maybe the love of a good woman.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay, Brian, thanks so much for putting up with me. Take care. Have a great holiday as well.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.